What's up, friends of the good mood? This is Manni and welcome to the new 9.1 Crisis Robot with 4 heavy punchers. But the message of this video is actually a different one. It's that this Crisis Robot is actually not a brawler. Of course, the firepower is insane. In fact, it's the highest firepower of all robots in the game other than Titans, due to that extra overpower ability with those 4 heavy weapons and the high stakes legendary pilot that even increases the overpower ability. However, you're such a wimpy, easily to kill glass cannon that you simply are not very well advised going in for a brawling run with this setup. I'm playing with phase shift because I understood you can't play the robot without phase shift. It's really not possible. You need to be able to get into invincibility after you empty your clip before your stealth kicks back in. Of course, you saw what I just did with the Mk3. It's like, and he's gone. Instantly, the Mk3 is deleted. So the firepower is from another dimension. Look, this is a Fenrir and he's just lost like 60%. It's unreal how much firepower that was. That was like 3 robots shooting the guy. But you are so fast killed, and despite last stand and despite phase shift, it's still really difficult for me to give you a good gameplay with this setup. I had to record many matches to get a few really good situations with it, because very often people simply come up to you and kill you, even though you're not firing and you're not leaving your stealth. Right? Because you are such a massively large robot with the Crisis that people can shoot you even when you're stealthed. They can just come up to you and kill you. And you're not leaving your stealth, but you're still dying. And it's really a problem. Weapons such as claw jaw talons, they can shoot them in front of them against the wall, and with the splash damage that the weapons, in my opinion, shouldn't even have, they kill you. And it's really difficult to perform well with this Crisis robot when you're in short range. I believe the Crisis is a sniper. Here, I dropped him to last stand, then I hit my phase shift so that I don't get killed, and now I can come around the corner and drop him before he goes to me with his Quantum Rador. So yeah, the firepower is tremendous, and if you don't get shot and you can just use it, it's crazy good. But most of the time people will understand that you're a Crisis robot, you would be a quick, easy kill, but you have so much firepower that if they don't kill you, you can use that firepower against them, hence you're becoming the prime target for these people. It's crazy, really. It's very difficult, and it took me a long time to get a really good match for you to record it here, because this thing just gets killed all the time. It's crazy. It's so easily and fast killed. So what do we have around the corner? It's a angler. Okay, let's wait for it to come out and activate extra overpower, and brrrr, boom! There goes the angler, you know? And I have the Castrel drone now on this live server, so every time I get a kill I regenerate health, which is great, but you don't have so much health, right? And I think you regenerate percentage based off your health, so the more health you would have, the more you would regenerate per kill. But since you have such a small HP pool, that percentage based HP you get isn't really that much. It's just the same amount on the health bar, but not the same amount of HP other robots would get. I'm jumping down because I realized I have to get that beacon for my team, but this guy would kill me instantly if I wasn't going to run away from it, right? So you see me playing really like a bit of a sissy here, because I just have to play it like this. I have to dodge enemies, I have to walk away, I cannot take a head-on fight with anybody, because they're just gonna destroy me if I try to. So I try to play careful, I try to make sneaky bombing runs from the side and get back into cover. I'm trying to wait for the right moment to drop that stealth, and I think this is how you play the Crisis robot if you're playing it as a brawler, which again, in my opinion, that's not what he is, right? The firepower is insane. I just dropped 30% of that Titan there so quickly, the Indra Titan. It's crazy, but like every little shot you take takes you down by like 30% of your HP. Every little wimpy shot that reaches you. Every little shotgun pellet you're gonna feel on this one. Yeah, so again, I'm retreating back into my base, trying to find the right angle to use that firepower from, and to try and, yeah, not dropping my stealth here because the guy was already shooting me. This guy, he is aware of me. He's waiting for me to drop my stealth so he can jump on me. And in this case, I'm just gonna go head on for him and come for him there before he, you know, sees me because I shoot something and then he jumps on me and I'm dead. So I'm sitting here on an airstrike from an Orion battleship, which is really hurting me. And I come out of it with barely any health. But at least I still have 3 weapons. It's another problem is that you have 4 weapons. And it's pretty much impossible to lose health without losing weapons. But, you know, Mars robots really have to be careful because especially when they don't have last stand, you can just come and instantly ruin them completely through their shield in 1 second. And they don't have time to react to it like this guy. He didn't have time to react to that and he just got killed because he looked somewhere else. He wasn't paying attention to me and I just came. And here's a Capri boy who gets completely deleted in a few seconds. I'm hammering him the phase shift afterwards because I was just not sure if I could do it. This guy's having quantum sensor on his Indra, so I don't want to fight him. But as soon as he turns around, I can unleash firepower. But in this case, something else hit me. So that was 6 minutes of battle. The match is almost over, and we almost lost this so far. But then I jumped into the Minos Titan, and I changed the match real quick. I come in here, capture this beacon. And after I regenerate the second run ability, coming in here, activate Reflector against the Hawk, and getting that last beacon. If I didn't get that beacon, we would have lost this match. Thankfully, I'm grabbing it real quick with the mobile Minos, and basically allowing our team to secure that victory, which is really good. They were trying to make one last attempt here, trying to go for a beacon, because they knew they only have to get 1 for a second, and they win, but I was ready there to prevent the cap, be with him, and that was it. Boom. Alright, so first match, yeah, that was the new Reaper robot that, in my opinion, just isn't really a good brawler. By the way, we have a giveaway going on, in case you didn't know. It's 200 Nether robots. Very powerful meta robots, actually. So check out in the top right corner of this video. That gives you right to the giveaway. And yeah, be ready for it. Here's a behemoth, and I know I can shoot over the cover here, and he can't shoot back at me. When he tries to, his lasers hit the wall in front of me, and the puncher locks down. I feel like this song is a little annoying right now, but it gets better. Here we go. Woo! Yeah. So again, still playing immensely careful, trying not to take too many enemies on me, and yeah. Here we have an Orochi. No, it's a Lynx robot. A Lynx robot that got completely deleted in a second because he spawned in front of me. His shield, whatever he had, didn't matter. I went through his initial resistance, and then he just died because he didn't have last stand. You'll find rarely a player without last stand these days because it's generally a good idea to have that. And yeah, but I just lost my last stand from behind. And trying to drop his last stand with my ability. I was waiting for the cooldown, but now I'm getting shot from the side. Alright, so dropping the next one. Only 187,000 HP at Mark 3. That's like nothing. Unfortunately, I didn't get that kill. There was a Hawk from behind, okay. So, somehow that, yeah, that Ares did not die. My last stand is already gone. Thankfully, the phase shift allows me to not get instantly deleted. I have activated my stealth again, and now I'm just booking it. I'm just walking away because there's just too much shooting me, too much going on, right? And I don't want to lose this robot immediately. So we're shooting from an angle here at that Typhon. Dropped him down to last stand, which was good. Then there is an Imugi walking around down there. And even though we have a weapon with a heavy spread, he still takes a lot of damage from these weapons. But of course, he has another stealth because it's an Imugi, and they have just 90% of the playtime they're in stealth. And 100% of that stealth time they can shoot you, so... Oh well. Let's shoot that Minos. Did a good amount of damage to him, like 20%. And now I know he's gonna get that reflector back. I'm trying to put in the max firepower here before he does that, but look at my health. Look at my health now. He activates reflector, and I kill myself. I even stopped firing, because if I hadn't stopped firing, I would have actually killed myself there. But I stopped firing, realizing he activated his reflector, and I just basically killed myself completely. I lost half my entire robot just from shooting him, because he had reflector, and you have so little health on this thing. This robot just has so little health, it's crazy. It's very, very problematic to, you know, engage somebody, shoot them, and yeah, you just take one hit and you're half destroyed. Very difficult with this setup. And yeah, so the message is, I think this thing is a sniper. It's a sniper that can choose the moment to unveil his stealth or lose his stealth and shoot. And in that spirit, I think it's a great robot, because as a sniper, you're less likely to get shot back. You're just far away, out of the enemy's weapons range, and as that, you can use your heavy firepower of 4 heavy weapons, and just delete the enemy, right? Without really taking damage yourself. And, but as a brawler, this will happen to you a lot, what just happened here. People just come in, they have a freaking last stand, you don't have your last stand anymore, you drop their last stand, and then they just kill you from invincibility, and there's nothing you can do about it. It will happen so many times. I can't even tell you how many times this happened. Played like 15 matches to record 5 gameplay moments for you. So, yeah, new robot that doesn't seem hopelessly overpowered, except perhaps as a sniper. This is something we have already seen in many videos with Reaper, for example, or with the heavy laser weapon. Also, it's completely nuts what you can do with it. Enemies will just die instantly at long range, and without getting shot back. This is when this Crisis robot with his stealth could probably even be overpowered. I don't know why all my team is here in this middle situation here, so I'm walking away now. There's no point in me being there as well when there's everyone and their cat sitting down in that frickin' Colosseum thing. Now there's no one anymore, of course. You know, I leave this place because there's too many people, and as soon as I leave, there's nobody in there, and now the enemy's getting the beacon back, probably. What the heck? Okay, so this guy's coming in. He's got reflector, and I learned not to shoot at that. And as I'm trying to shoot after his reflector, something else came in from behind. Now this is the moment where we can shoot a Titan. Lynx robot barely takes any damage because the first 150,000 damage or whatever, he has heavy resistance, and only after that he's going to start taking damage. Another thing making the Lynx more dangerous and more powerful, even though he already has that executioner module that we were all saying that shouldn't be in the game. Here's a spider invader just getting absolutely ruined instantly. It's weird, I couldn't even see that luchador, so he's reflecting. I'm waiting out the moment. Now look at the damage the luchador takes. It's just me shooting him. Look at that! Dude, that's like 40% damage in one salvo, dude. That's insane. Holy smokes, I'm waiting for the overpower ability so I can start doing more damage. And again, like 40% damage to him. I'm phase shifting, and I'm using the phase shift to get my stealth back. Unfortunately, I got dropped to last stand before the stealth kicked back in, because there's a good 5 seconds, and my phase shift doesn't last 5 seconds. I think if you're considering to play the Crisis robot as a brawler, my recommendation would be to use phase shift, so that you can, after you're shooting, you know, get into invincibility, and have the pilot skill for a longer active module duration, which will then allow your phase shift to last long enough to get back into stealth, right? Because this is right now not the case for me. I don't have that pilot skill, and my phase shift doesn't last long enough, and so after the phase shift, I'm still visible before I can enter stealth, losing my last stand, and therefore being unable to do a kill on this guy. So yeah, if you want to play it as a brawler with redeemers, with punchers, with cataclysm, if you want to do it, you know, it sounds like a fun setup. But I will tell you, you're gonna be ending up dying very often, very quickly. And very often it's gonna be like, oh, I'm not using my stealth, so I don't get shot, but you'll get either Quantum Radar, or they will just shoot into your direction and hit your robot because you're such a big tower of a robot. The crisis is very large. Here in this case, see, I was able to drop him to last stand, activate my phase shift, and his last stand wasn't there for him to kill me with his invincibility running. But here's the other example, what I just described to you. I'm not dropping my stealth. Look what he's gonna do with me. Pop. Pop, he's shooting me, and I'm gonna have to drop my stealth now, because I'm gonna have to shoot him, because he's shooting me anyways. If I don't drop my stealth, I'm still gonna die, because of his small robot against me as a high robot, and he can shoot into my robot in stealth and hit me. So just not shooting is not the universal answer. You're still gonna get killed. As a brawler. As a sniper, probably not so much. But the firepower. Sorry about the volume, there was a different cut. It was louder. But that firepower, you saw what we just did with the angler? This poor guy just got completely blasted. And unfortunately I'm not getting the kill which I need. I need the kills so I can heal it back up. Oh my god, how long this Lynx stealth lasts. Jesus. Alright, let's go for this guy. Oh, look at these lags, man! Look at his stuttering, like, and at no given time am I able to connect my shots because he's literally stuck in a lag animation for a better part of 4 seconds. Look at this, it annoys me so much. Look at this, and now he's through the cover. He walked through an open area where I should have been able to drop him easily, and he just lagged right through without taking damage. It's so unacceptable, man, like so unacceptable in this game. Anyways, let's get back in, kill him, and get our fresh healing from the Kestrel drone. Shield breaking him with the overpowered ability, and there comes the healing. Nice. So, getting the beacon, dropping the Lynx, who's also lagging as soon as I fire my shots at him. It's something you find all the time. As soon as you connect your shots, the lagging begins. And they don't lag before, but as soon as you start shooting, the lag party begins, and your shots don't connect properly. It's so frustrating because if it was happening before I shoot, I don't care so much. But it seems like the calculation that the server has to do when my shots and my many shots ring out against his resistance and my resistance breaking effects and all this nonsense that needs to be calculated, and in the end you end up with a server being unable to calculate these things fast enough, perhaps, and therefore causing lags. And this begins as you fire because this is when all the calculation needs to be done, you know? I don't know if that's really the case. It's just my imagination or my own little explanation, because I just realize it every time happens when I start to fire. So yeah, this was the Reaper, this was the Crisis robot with punchers, and in my opinion, it's not a very good brawler. Don't play it as a brawler unless you really want to do some crazy max damage stuff, but it's not working as well. You're gonna notice it. So yeah, for now, thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good one. Catch you in the next video. Manni, signing off. Bye-bye.